I was looking through the stack of research we pulled for this deep dive.
Yeah, we had a lot this time.
We did, covering everything from fluid dynamics to geomorphology, but looking at it immediately triggered a personal memory for me.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I was at Niagara Falls recently, right down at a base. And you know the expectation when you go to a waterfall, right?
The classic serene postcard experience.
Yeah.
Just meditating with nature.
Exactly. But the reality is I'm getting absolutely pummeled.
Right.
It's deafening. It is violent. And I am just soaked in about 30 seconds. It didn't feel like pretty scenery at all. It felt like standing next to a jet engine that was also somehow a fire hose.
That distinction right there is
Yeah.
actually the core of what we're unpacking today.
Because they're machines, right?
They are.
Mhm.
We tend to romanticize them, but the sources paint a very different picture. These are violent, dynamic geological engines doing serious work.
Which brings us to the mission for you listening today. We are breaking down the physics of what experts call nick points.
The acoustics of turbulence, too.
Right. And how engineers are actually abandoning sleek modern designs to mimic this natural chaos to save fish.
It's a really optimistic case of nature's messiness being far more efficient than our human precision.
Speaking of precision and efficiency, though, before we get into the fluid dynamics, if you're looking to streamline your own operations, you have to check out our partner, Embersilk.
Right. Whether it's AI training or automation or software development.
Embersilk.com is where you go to uncover where AI agents can make the absolute most impact for your business or even your personal life.
Absolutely.
So back to the impact at Niagara. To understand that violence, I felt we have to look at the structure. The research describes it as a geological sandwich.
It's the perfect analogy.
Yeah.
You have this cap rock, a hard-resistant layer, like dolomite,
Sitting on top of softer rock.
right, like shale. So as the water crashes down, it doesn't just hit the body and wash away.
It churns.
It churns. The turbulence swirls around and actively eats away at that soft foundation underneath the hard rock.
Which creates a massive overhang.
Yeah, and eventually the hard top layer just can't support its own weight. Gravity wins, the block snaps off, and the entire waterfall physically moves.
Before we engineered controls, Niagara Falls was retreating upstream by 1 to 3 meters every single year.
Which is just a staggering amount of movement. It implies a waterfall isn't a permanent feature at all.
It's a nick point.
That is the technical term. Think of a river wanting to be a perfectly smooth mathematical curve from the mountains down to the sea.
But the waterfall is an error in that curve.
Exactly. It's a sharp break in the slope. The river is aggressively trying to heal itself by grinding that bump down to get back to a smooth gradient.
It's destroying the obstacle to fix the flow. But let's look at the water itself. When it goes over the edge, the sources call it a ballistic jet.
Because it's literally in free fall. And this is where the visuals deceive us. You see a white wall of water, but that whiteness is actually air entrainment.
The jet is breaking apart and trapping millions of tiny air bubbles.
Right. And that trapped air is crucial because it acts as a cushion. It decreases the density of the impact zone, protecting the rock floor and the fish from the full force of the smash.
But the papers also highlight the destructive flip side, which is cavitation.
The same mechanics that destroy ship propellers.
Right. It's all about pressure. If water moves too fast over a surface, the pressure drops instantly, creating vapor bubbles.
But when those bubbles move back into a higher pressure zone, they don't just pop, they implode.
And that implosion creates a tiny shock wave strong enough to pit solid concrete and eat through steel.
Which has been a major issue in man-made spillways, like at the Glen Canyon Dam.
Which perfectly brings us to the engineering paradox. We spent the 20th century building dams with smooth concrete chutes.
Thinking that was the cleanest way to move water.
But for fish, that smooth, fast water creates massive shear stress.
It's disorienting and physically damaging to them. It turns out our clean engineering was actually biologically hostile.
So now we're fixing it. The data shows a massive shift toward rock ramps and roller paths.
Engineers are deliberately making the channels messy again.
By adding rough steps and boulders, we mimic that natural turbulence. It slows the water down and creates resting pools.
We're using the physics of natural waterfalls to build much better and more ecologically friendly infrastructure. It's a brilliant solution.
We're admitting that nature's chaotic version was the optimized version all along. It really reframes how we view human progress and landscape.
It completely does.
And it leads to this final thought for you to chew on from the reading. A waterfall is temporary. It is a spectacular, violent display of a river working incredibly hard to destroy its own existence just to become smooth again.
It's a beautiful act of self-erasure.
Something to think about the next time you visit a lookout point. That's it for this deep dive.
If you enjoyed this, make sure to subscribe to Intellectually Curious.
And hey, leave us a 5-star review if you can.
It really helps get the word out. Thanks for tuning in.